Making a quick video going over the Shun Classic 9-inch and the Shun Premier 9.5-inch slicing knives. The point of a slicing knife is to do one nice cut all the way down and get a nice even cut of meat. There are a couple of things you look for when you're getting a slicing knife. Number one, it should be extremely long, so you only have to do one cut all the way down. Number two, it should be a short blade, so you reduce drag. And number three, there should always be an extra way of reducing drag if you want to have a very good slicing knife. So with the Classic, it's 9 inches, which is pretty long. It is a short blade, which is nice, and it also has this hollow ground granite edge, as you can see right there. With the Premier, it's 9.5 inches, which is even longer, always nice. It's a bit taller of a blade, which increases drag. And the third thing is, it does have this hammered finish, which I'll get into, but the hammered finish is farther up, and normally a lot of sticking happens towards the center or towards the bottom of the blade as you're first cutting it through. So they both have their pros and cons. Now let's discuss exactly what the differences and the similarities are between the knives, because a lot of people want to know whether they should get a Classic or a Premier line of knife from Shun. Off the bat, I want to say the knives are pretty much exactly the same knife. They both have a 16-degree cutting angle. They both use VG Max steel, which is 61 hardness. As you guys know, VG10 is the gold standard, and VG Max is even better than VG10. It's harder, it's more resilient, it holds an edge even better. Both the knives have 34 layers on either side of Damascus steel, or of stainless steel, folded into it, which gives it this really nice straight edge Damascus pattern on the Classic. And as you can see on the bottom half of the Premier, it gives it a very nice sort of rolling, oceany pattern of Damascus steel on the bottom half of this blade. The Premier also has the hammered finish on the top, which is helpful for reducing drag, while the Classic slicing knife has this granite edge on the bottom, again to reduce drag. Both knives are handmade in Japan. Both knives are forged. Both knives have full tangs all the way down. Both knives have pakkawood handles, which is a compressed type of wood that's really resistant to water damage and to stains and things like that. The Premier has a ambidextrous asymmetrical brown pakkawood handle with little attention to detail like the Shun logo stamped in the back, the gold trim on the side, etc. The Classic has an ambidextrous or a asymmetrical handle that's black with this extra material here that's meant to fit into the palm of your hand as a right-handed person and sort of fit into this little notch right there as a left-handed person. Both knives have lifetime warranties, which is obvious and great, and both knives also have free sharpening for life, which I think is a deal breaker. As you guys know, if you're taking your knife to a reputable sharpener and they're doing it by hand, it's going to cost you about $5 an inch to sharpen, which means both of these knives would be a crazy $90 alone just to sharpen. And even then, you don't really know if they're going to do a good job and put a proper edge on the blade. With both of these knives, you send them back to Shun. First of all, since they have a lifetime warranty, they look over it. If they see any problems, they throw it out and they send you a brand new one. But otherwise, they sharpen it, and you can rest easy knowing that the manufacturer is going to put the exact same edge on the knife that it had when you first purchased it and fell in love with it, and they're going to do it for free. I think that's a no-brainer, honestly. I'm going to put a link to both of these down below. It really depends on what you want, but now you know a little bit more information. If you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, let me know. But otherwise, I will talk to you very soon.